created, the other half right away, taking all the cash